Well, as many of you know... Hey, it's #1 best-selling author and motivational speaker Erik Qualman. Most of you know me as Equalman. I am super excited about today's 7 Super Tips show. It's all around the NBA. We're in the middle of the NBA playoffs, so we thought we'd do a special edition to give you tips and tricks from the world's top performers on the hard court. As many of you may know, this edition is very special to me because growing up, my passion was all basketball. Live, breathe, ate basketball 24/7. All right, enough basketball stories for now. Without further ado, here are 7 super tips from the NBA's finest.
I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed.
The advice I would give for kids is just to always do it for love, no matter what it is, and work hard. It may sound cliche, but hard work really does pay off in whatever you do, and that's the motto I use. So you set small goals and try to reach them, and then that's when big goals start to come around, and before you know it, you're gonna start to rise on the totem pole. It was kind of tough knowing that sometimes I would work so hard than everybody else, and I wasn't reaping the benefits of it, and I wasn't getting any better as quickly as I wanted to, but I stayed patient, and that was one big thing for me, is knowing when to stay patient, that everything's gonna come around. And I think that, with that patience I gained as a kid, it's helping me in the NBA right now. So, for me, it's just, always working hard and always trying to get better, and knowing that I can get better, knowing that, I'm not there where I want to be yet, so I have a long ways to go.
All my life, I've been striving to make myself better. It's a full-time commitment. To be the best, you have to work the hardest. You have to chase what seems impossible over and over and over again. Because giving up is not an option. And when you feel like you've reached your limit, it's only the beginning. That's when it's time to dig deep, to find the courage to push some more. Because if you got the drive, the discipline, and the resolve to do what it takes to make yourself great, then the rewards are endless.
My only do for myself is not to always act like I know everything. My favorite quote was by General D. Eisenhower: "Smartest leaders are the ones smart enough to hire people smarter than them." So I got a techie, geeky, nerdy board, and we go at it. So, I've been humble and fortunate enough to meet and see a lot of people, but it would be ludicrous for me to sit up here and act like I know everything. I don't know everything, but I do know that simplicity has always been a big winner. If you don't believe me, just think about it. Twitter. What's so big about Twitter? You just type and tell people what you do. What's so big about Facebook and Instagram? All you're doing is taking pictures. What's so big about Tout? All we do is, visually saying what we're doing. So it's, the simpler the better. So, the people that come in with the simple things and the things that are trying to help and inspire people, that's what we're going to be looking at. But I will never sit like I know it all, like I'm an expert. I'm really big on partnerships, and I got great partners.
Once you have the passion, the thing that you're passionate about now, you can look at other people or other entities or other things or works of art, and you can draw things from that to help you be better at what you do by looking for those common denominators. Johnny wanted to know, how do I prepare? How do I prepare? How do I study? How do I view the game? How do you build your game? And my response is much like the way he builds products. You think sequentially. You look at the end result of what you want to create, but in order to create that, there's so many other little things that go into this massive entity or device. And it's no different than building my basketball game. You start with, what do you want your game to be? What would make your game most unstoppable or hard to deal with. And now you work backwards from there. And you start building it one piece at a time, one move at a time, one counter at a time.
Well, for me, I mean, yeah, you visualize where you want to be and what you want to accomplish, and you kind of get lost in the process of day-to-day, grinding it out and working, pulling on ours if you have to. It's just about not losing vision and not losing sight of what you're trying to accomplish, no matter what hurdles you have to go through. So I think that kind of relates to whatever you're doing, whatever major you've chosen or what you're interested in. So for me in basketball, and it's about visualizing, whether you write it down, put it on the wall, do something, what your goals are, and get lost in the process of day-to-day grind, day-to-day getting better every single day. Asking questions, aligning yourself with people that have been through it before, that are experienced, and leaning on that advice, and just trying to outwork the next person, and that's the biggest thing.
What do I worry about? I worry about brand control. My brand is huge now, right? And one thing I fight with every day, I want to make sure I don't dilute the brand. I don't do anything, make any major mistakes, because any mistake will hurt your brand. And so those are the things that keep me up at night, just making sure my brand remains strong. And so that's a good message for all these young men and women watching your show, is make sure that your brand is everything. And you will always be able to make money if your brand is strong. Even if you go bankrupt, if your brand is strong, you'll be able to still make some money. Donald Trump proved that. He bounced right back. Look where he is today. He went through that phase, came right back, because he kept the brand strong. And that's important.
That's it for today's 7 Super Tips with the NBA's finest. If you want to get more 7 Super Tips delivered directly to your inbox, then hit the subscribe button below. Remember, this show is all about delivering 7 super tips to help unlock and unleash your inner superpower. I'm your host, Erik Qualman, signing off for this week's show. And remember, for all you superheroes out there, it's not what we take from the world, it's what we leave behind.
I'm gonna let this guy loud for a while. Alright, you ready?
I always carry my suitcase on the cobblestone. We're getting some secondhand smoke here. It's keeping it weird in Austin, so it might be the most chill video we have here. Nah, a little bit. Like clover. I don't know. What does weed smell like, Mr. Driscoll?
I thought you smelled like cologne.
Oh my God, what kind of cologne are you wearing?
You ready?
So all you NBA fanatics or fantastics, no, that's lame. All you NBA fanatics know who Magic Johnson is. He won 5 MVPs, I think.